Assalamu alaikum. How are you learners? This is lecture number 5 part 3 class 4 subject English language topic enunciation 5. First of all we will discuss answer question. Question number 1 is what was Fit's name and why didn't she like it? Fit's name was 5. She didn't like because him. Question B, what was the witch doing in her garden? Answer, the witch was stirring her big cooking pot and saying a spell in her garden. Why was Anansi pleased? Anansi was pleased because he heard the witch and he thought he would be able to use her spell to make some money and get food. Question D. What was the first animal that Anansi tricked? The first animal that Anansi tricked was Mrs. Rabbit. Which animal were not fooled by Anansi? Miss Frog and Miss Shrew were not fooled by Anansi. Question F. What things could you buy in the market? At the market, you could buy yam, beets, pulses, sweets, potatoes, pies, and mouth-watering delicious. Question G. Why was Mrs. Shrew going to market and what was she going to do there? Answer. Mrs. Shrew was going to the market to try to sell the pies she had made. Question H. Why did Anansi get angry with Mrs. Shrew? Angry with Mrs. Shrew. Answer. Anansi got angry with Mrs. Shrew because she would not say the number 5. Question I. How many characters are there in the story you have just read? Make a list. Answer. There are 6 characters in the story: the witch, Anansi, Mrs. Rabbit, Mr. Tuck, Miss Frog, and Mrs. Shrew. Question J. What clues are there in the story which tells us that Anansi was not a nice spider? Learners, write answer of your own. Question 2. Fill in the blanks with suitable words from the story. Answer. Question A. Anansi was a trickster and he was having a time. He was having a difficult time. Anansi dashed through a gap in the witch's fence. Anansi peeked through a gap in the witch's fence. He imagined what dash foods he would find. He imagined what delicious food he would find. D. A dash sound pulled Anansi from his daydream. Scurrying. 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 She walked to the dash mound and stood on it. She walked to the nearest mound and stood on it. Anansi dashed and showed all his sharp teeth. Anansi craned and showed all his sharp teeth. 3. Answer the question about these lines from the story. 1, 2, 3, 4 and this one that I am sitting on. Who says these words? Yes, Mrs. Shrew. What is the speaker counting? The speaker is counting mounds of earth. C. Why does the speaker say and this one that I am sitting on? Mrs. Shrew avoided saying the number 5. She was not a fool. She guessed that Anansi is trying to trick her. She knows he works her to say all the numbers. So she doesn't do it. Question D. What happens after this? After this, Nancy gets so cross that he says the number and disappears. Come on textbook page number 31, part B. See if you can find the answers of the following description. Unscramble these 4 words to use in the spaces. Unscramble the words. The first word is doctor, D-O-C-T-O-R, doctor. The second is dentist, D-E-N-T-I-S-T, dentist. Third one is nurse, N-U-R-S-E, nurse. The last one is teacher, T-E-A-C-H-E-R, teacher. A person who treats people who are sick. Yes, a doctor. A person who looks after people in a hospital is a nurse. A person who helps children to learn is a teacher. A person who looks after people's teeth is a dentist. Who are the following people? Write 3 or 4 sentences like those above about the people shown below. The first is sweeper, S-W-E-E-P-E-R, sweeper. The second one is hawker, H-A-W-K-E-R, hawker. Third one is cobbler, C-O-B-B-L-E-R, cobbler, who mend shoes. Third one, the second last is driver, D-R-I-V-E-R, driver. The last one is police, P-O-L-I-C-E, police. 3. The opposite of these words are in the story. Find them. Find the opposites of these words. The words are easy, nearest, unkind, displeased, appeared, loved, low, light, pleasant. Punctuation. A full stop is a pause. It separates one sentence from another. A comma is also a pause. It is used in a sentence to show a short pause. A semicolon looks like this. It shows us that there is a pause in a sentence. A semicolon shows a pause longer than a comma but shorter than a full stop. Separate the sentences using semicolons, comma, and full stops. Don't forget to start each new sentence with a capital letter. A. He shot at arrow. They just watched. They were good archers. He was good at everything. Come on, textbook page number 32. The dog did not die. It couldn't bark or eat. D. I have 2 brothers, Noman and Khalid. He has a sister, Aisha. E. We like to swim every day. She does not. Part C. Adverbs. Choose suitable adverbs from the box to add to the sentences given below. The first one is he wrote a letter to his sister yesterday. He swiftly wrote a letter to his sister. He faced the tiger, which was leaping at his throat. He bravely faced the tiger, which has swiftly leaping at his throat. The man with the bad leg slowly climbed the mountain track. The arrow flew smoothly through the air at the target. I am going to my father's house tomorrow. The man with the bundle shouted loudly at his donkey. The girl danced gracefully but did not sing at all. H. The boy sped straight down the steep road on his cycle. Writing questions. Change the following into questions. A salesman can travel far. Write questions like this. Can a salesman travel far? Sodium benzoate has a particular smell. The hotel's rooms are not expensive. The cash drawer is full of notes. Sibbi is a place in Balochistan. The salesman goods are offered at a discount. Okay learners, Allah Hafiz.